All right, so just go through this again. 45 seconds for your opening speech, 90 seconds to address each question, and 45 seconds to give your closing speech. Mr. Flincham will be giving you the 15 seconds closing, and he will give you when you have been cut off. So with that being said, you have 45 seconds for your opening statement.
Thank you, Jamal. My name is Susan Miller, and I'm a veteran educator of Winston-Salem, Forsyth County Schools for over 23 years. I hold an MED in literacy, K through 12, and I have my North Carolina principal licensure. My two children graduated from Mount Tabor High School and Reynolds High School. And I taught personally at Old Richmond Elementary, Spees Elementary, and the Career Center, working with AP students and career tech students. I currently serve as the curriculum chair of the curriculum committee on the Board of Education, and I have taught thousands of children to read. And that is my platform. That is the original reason I ran for the board the last time. Literacy, we've got a finance gal, I'm your literacy lady. I'm the one that will bring that.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Question 1. What do you believe is the top priority facing the Winston-Salem Forsyth County School Board right now? And what do you believe will be the top priority going forward after the general election?
Of course, fiscal, everybody's addressed that, and we are well on the road with that. We're down to $3 million, and we've made a lot of progress in that area. My two major concerns are behavior and the code of conduct, and literacy again. I will continue on the literacy path, and I've got some scores to share with you. I've probably got a moment now, but I know you probably cannot see this. It is online if you go to Winston-Salem, Forsyth County performance data. Since I've been the chair of curriculum, you see how the chart goes? We've come up every single year, and I want to continue that trend. We have a new basal reading program called Wonders, which is the science of reading, and this is what you're seeing. This is how you're seeing this progress right here. So we're on the path, but I need more time to continue working on this. This is my passion.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Question number 2. If elected, do you agree your responsibility as a school board member includes monitoring the school system's finances each month and taking corrective action if needed?
Yes, I do. We are working on that right now. We're developing an external audit committee, which will be community stakeholders, county commissioners. That will be one check. We're doing monthly budget to actuals. We have a whole new software system that's called Tyler, which is like a gatekeeper. It's going to keep the budget, I think, much more in line. So yes.
All right, very good, thank you. Question 3. What actions should the school board take to rebuild trust with parents, taxpayers, and staff?
I've heard it said, but I'd like to repeat this: transparency. Not only the transparency, but Johnny on the spot transparency. They should not be finding out things, nor should the board, after the fact. There's a lot of things that have occurred that we find out that they were not disclosed to us, and we found out about them later, or they didn't even come through the board, which is against state statute. You can't do that, but that is what happened. So the transparency on the spot is the way that we can do that.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Question number 4. The enrollment in Winston-Salem Forsyth County schools has been decreasing. Through a projection from 2026 through 2033, enrollment will go from 51,000 to under 45,000 in 2033. How will you address this, and how will you make it more desirable for parents and students to re-enlist in the school system?
Well, there's a lot of reasons that have already been said as far as birth rate and that kind of thing. But me personally, I feel like our biggest challenge is behavior. And I've been doing everything I can to get rid of the code of conduct that was established before I ever started on the board. and we are in the minority. So that's an uphill battle. I want zero tolerance. I want accountability. I want consequences. And I want alternative settings. We have a school downtown called Main Street, which is an alternative setting. I don't know if you know about that. It has about 50 students. It can hold 600 students. And why in the world we're not sending our students there, I have no idea. But we need to get them out of the classroom so our students can learn and our teachers can teach.
All right, thank you very much, ma'am. Question number 5. What criteria will you use to evaluate the performance of the current superintendent and senior level staff of the Winston-Salem Forsyth County school system?
We have an evaluation tool, which I think we'll definitely continue to use. It probably could be updated a little bit. But for me personally, I'm going to look at fiscal accountability and I'm going to look at performance. I'm all about our students succeeding. So that will be still my number one thing. That will be it.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Question number 6. How will you handle the pressure, scrutiny, and controversy that comes with serving on a school board member and dealing with such a severe financial mismanagement and loss of confidence from the public?
I've already done that. I'm a very steady person. I keep my focus. Again, I go back to literacy. We are all about, our business is educating students. And I have stayed on that steady. If you've watched any of the board meetings or read anything online, that is my focus continually. Secondly, being the behavior. Yes, the fiscal is a whole nother ball of wax. But like I said, we are getting that under control. And I have just continued to focus, is what I can say, on our students.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Question number 7. The mission statement for the school system is, we will engage students in a high-quality, relevant learning experience so they will graduate with interpersonal, academic, and workforce skills to compete locally and globally, and so that they can contribute to society. In our school system, is that being fulfilled? Do you think it is? And if it is not, please address if it is and if it is not, and how we can address those deficiencies.
I think it is to a degree. We're going to need the finances to do it, but when I left the classroom, I was promoted to the instructional facilitator at the Career Center. So I worked with advanced placement students and teachers. I coached the teachers. But the other part of the Career Center is the career tech education part. That was actually my favorite part. I loved working with those students and those teachers. Great programs going on over there, aviation, carpentry, but we do need to expand on that program. A lot of those students leave there and go straight into the workforce, and they're very qualified. So we've got it. We just need, in my opinion, we need to expand on that. It's a great program, really, really quality program.
Thank you, ma'am. Question number 8. The school board unanimously approved a plan to deal with student mental health. Prior to the plan's approval, data from 3 quarters of the year 2024 and 2025 school year were presented to the board by the department that oversees this plan. The presented data showed that suicide safety assessments and behavior threat assessments for the 24-25 school year were trending higher than previous years. In our current school year, 2025-2026, a student was killed at a high school at North Forsyth. And a loaded gun was found on the campus of West Forsyth. Given the safety, security, and mental health failures that was just listed, if elected, what proposals will you make to address these issues?
Very aware of what happened at North Forsyth. I was actually over there that very next day. But again, I'm going to say the ridiculous DEI initiative code of conduct that was crammed down my throat when I started on the board is probably our biggest problem. We need zero tolerance, a new policy, consequences, accountability, and I will do everything I can to fight for that and get rid of the code. We can have all the, I love the open gate metal detectors, we've got the SROs, we've got the security cameras, we can have all of that. But with this code of conduct that is so loose and so permissive, That is our biggest battle. To me, if we can get that in order and we can use alternative settings for some of our students that need that kind of support, that's our key right there.
All right, thank you very much, ma'am. That does it for the questions. You will now have 45 seconds for your closing speech.
Well, just remember, I'm your literacy lady, and I will continue to focus on that. I will not veer from that for 1 second, and I haven't during this entire finance fiasco that we've been in. I have invaluable experience. I've been in the trenches. I'm ready, willing, and able to continue to serve and to move this district forward with the American spirit. Susan Miller, District 2.
Thank you, Ms. Miller. Let's please thank Ms. Miller for coming up to the stage.